In one of the previous videos, I shared an example of the distortion of the masculine and feminine energy. And I just wanted to follow up with that video just to make sure that my message wasn't being distorted. This distortion happens when things are taken to extremes. And the mind loves to distort things. Here's one thing, distorts it, and very quickly it's taken to an extreme. One of the examples of that distortion in the masculine energy that I used was preparation, provision, protection, in this sort of space of everyday carry amongst male influencers on the internet, being prepared for whatever. And I was just simply pointing out how it can or is being taken to extremes, where one feels like they have to own 3 or 4 different knives and keep them on them, travel with 3 or 4 different flashlights, have a crowbar with them at all times, a multi-tool, 3 different ways of starting fires, iodine tablets, water filtration. This is all good. And I'm not saying you don't need to be prepared. That's where I just wanted to prevent the distortion of my message. Don't flip it. Don't jump to the extreme. I'm not saying to not be prepared. I'm just simply illuminating the distortion, the shadow that is in this space of influencers and consumerism, where one feels like they need all these things to be a man. And that's simply not true. It's also pointing out, or I'm also pointing out, that there's a cost here. It's hidden. One can prepare for life and never truly live. And that's a tragedy. You can prepare and prepare and prepare, but never truly live. And that's the hidden cost in this space, the consumerism, the addiction to gear, never feeling enough, always wanting the next trend or thing, and buying into that sort of conditioning, that culture of that whole EDC, everyday carry space, that distortion of the protection, provision, preparation of the masculine energy. When taken to extreme, you see that you can prepare your entire life and never truly live. That's the irony, the tragedy. And it segues nicely to the other example that I gave about the distortion of the feminine energy, this sort of presentation of one's home, one's space or environment, and trying to curate this illusion of effortless beauty. Everything is so beautiful, but it's simply capturing 30 seconds of one's life and portraying that as that's how they live all the time. Curating such a space that feels fake. It's sterile. Projecting that image of perfection and then trying to influence women, thinking that they must live up to that expectation and chase that perfection that they see in a 30-second highlight reel. Capture the moment and to have such a home be so sterile. They miss the hidden cost. The hidden cost, again, of not living. The home doesn't feel lived in anymore when everything is treated. When the home is treated like a museum and no more a home. Protecting everything. Not wanting to use it only because of the fear that it's not going to look like the magazine cover or the influencer's Instagram. So the hidden cost is that you aren't living when you're trying to preserve that distorted beauty. And like I said in the video, the beauty of life is living. The true feminine essence is alive. When that essence is expressed, that's what transforms a house into a home. It's what makes that home feel alive. And when you watch some of these influencers that project that image of perfection, and then you chase it and you seek it, and then you try and curate it, protect it, preserve it, capture it, you see it's no more alive. It's become sterile. So it's ironic that both those hidden costs and both examples are really the cost of living. So don't get it twisted. Don't distort what I'm saying. I'm not saying not to be prepared. No, carry your multi-tool, carry your fire starter, your water bottle. Do whatever you need to do. But remember, there's no point preparing for life when you have stopped living. I'm not saying to live like a slob and have a messy home. I'm not saying that your home shouldn't be beautiful. No, your home should be beautiful. It should be an expression of you. And that aliveness that you are wants to express in such a way that it fills the space and you feel that aliveness that you are, and express it in such a way that now the home feels lived in. If you're ready to see clearly, to see what I'm showing you by illuminating the shadow of this energy, like I just did in both of these examples, and you're ready to see yourself more clearly and dissolve the distortion so that you can embody the true you and express the true you, to totally transform your life, then I invite you to join me in truth.